Hey y'all. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about this because time is just moving really fast. It really, really is. And I am definitely just trying to like embrace each moment. Um, so, but what I have been doing lately, God, I love my son. Sometimes I just gotta take a little break. I just gotta take a little break because, yeah. Then I was like thinking, like, sometimes my kids might need a break from me too. They just might. So, um, I don't think I've actually put any of my daughter's birthday stuff or uploaded anything. I've been just like really, really busy. And she is just such a sweetheart. And I really pray that she continues to just enjoy life. She is so amazing, so sweet, so kind, and she just thinks about others before herself. And I have to constantly remind her to take some of those thoughts out for herself, to think about herself. I have and still have a hard time. That's been like a an ongoing struggle for me. Aside from my kids, just always thinking about somebody else or the needs of other people, and I have to really lead by example. I always tell her, it's nice to think about other people, about what their needs and stuff like that, but what about yourself? And I feel like that sometimes I have to really watch more my actions because of how my daughter is. My son too. It's funny that I'm saying this because my mom would always say, she's so thoughtful because you're always so thoughtful. I think when my mom always says that, she told me when I was like 6 or 5 or 6, it was Christmas and stuff like that. And I did not, I understood the concept of Christmas. And she said that I went around the house and got things I thought that would make great gifts. And I took them and wrapped them and gave them to everybody for Christmas on Christmas Day. She sounds, yeah, I think it was like, she said 5 or 6 or something. And that has always stuck with me. And I don't know why I'm just a nurturer like that. I always tell you, I have 6 sisters and 3 brothers. And I am one of the oldest ones. Well, I was the oldest one, in the house. And I always had to like do that, but I think it was in me before all of my siblings were born. And to still be in that mindset of helping people, that's even what I do for work, now. I help people. Like, not getting into full detail of my job because I want to be still discreet with that. But I help people on it with their issues on a day to day basis. And I found that there are different levels to that. And the my job that I work, I'm just so grateful because I can really set boundaries. Now, a lot of people who do work in the field of helping other people, they don't have that luxury of doing that. And I'm so grateful because my job does allow us to, scale back when needed to, or take a break when, when something is a little, like going a little crazy. Um, and I'm just so thankful because not a lot of jobs are available for that. You know what I mean? And I'm just so excited because I feel like I prayed for God to always make sure that I have the opportunity to be present for my children whenever, for just for things, for field trips, to be able to go to their school, to just be accessible. And I always say you have to be careful how you treat people, because you never, 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 never know when you're going to get an opportunity for a positive outcome for another situation, which is where I'm at today. Um, Again, not going too much into detail, I've always kept a great relationship, career wise. And I've been blessed with this. Now, when I was working, in Texas, I told you I was working, I left nonprofit when I had my son, because the travel was just too much for me. And it was a 6 hour commute, 3 hours there, 3 hours to get back. And I was so emotional when I left that position. I wasn't the same for a while, but where I chose to live and stay and raise my children, I had to make a decision. And then I went, to the call center, and th- I think when I was at the call center, that stressed me out beyond. And then I left California, and then I went to Texas, and I had to find something quick because I left with only my savings. And I did find something, quick. They said they almost didn't hire me because they said I was overqualified. And I was like, I was like, I'm not from out here. I didn't beg for it, but I just was just honest. I said, I understand. Because she said, why are you applying for this entry level job? She said, you should be applying for the manager, blah, 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 blah. And it's funny that I'm talking about this now, because even my sisters, there was a question they asked, have you ever doubted yourself and like played yourself more so, like, for something you know that you're qualified, but you don't believe in yourself. And I was so stuck on just trying to get a paycheck for my children that I like played myself at that time. But I was able to get that job. I just told the lady, I'm not from out here. I've got nothing. I really need a job. I can do this. And what I told her was that I'm not looking to stay at this entry level. I just want to get my foot in the door. And when I said that, she set up, and then she had me come back for I thought it was another interview, and it was actually to sign my offer. Look at how God worked. And then at that time, I still needed more money, and I ended up I was working 5 days at the insurance company and then 3 days at Amazon overnight. So I was really in the midst of it, and that was right before as the pandemic was creeping up. And then it got to a point to where I said, this is too much on me. I had to quit Amazon because I couldn't, y'all. I remember I told y'all before, like, my hair, I was so stressed. Like, my hair, when I went to Texas, my hair was to here. It was big, it was flowy, it was beautiful. And then I want to say within a span of 3 months, my hair fell out. It was just like my hair fell out. I don't even, it was just like, just start falling out. I was in training class and my hair was just falling out. And the girl in my class, she said, are you okay? And I was like, I'm okay. Not knowing that I was internalizing my stress so much to where I think by the end of my hair falling out, my hair was to here. I had no hair all right here. It fell out. It's growing back, but it's now going to take me more to be more diligent with my vitamins and eating more healthier foods. But I was so stressed out. When I say I was stressed out, I was so stressed out. And, I just wasn't getting, I still don't get child support. Wasn't getting child support. I wasn't getting no financial support from their father. And, a lot of, it's weird because, yes, females, we make choices to have our children. But then again, it's like, y'all gonna judge us if we do or don't have the children. And yes, we're all supposed to be held accountable, but it's just like also, and there may be a lot of people that feel this way. Well, they say, don't nobody want to feel sorry for you because you had your. I'm not asking for anybody to feel sorry for me because I did what I did. Okay. I just want to make sure that I'm able to keep a certain type of lifestyle for my children. You know, I want more for my children. And I said all that to say, going down this little slope of conversation, that I stayed the course. No matter how much I felt like I was sinking low and low and low and low and low and low, I stayed the course. I had to let a lot of things go. I had a lot of just things I thought for even for me, just y'all look at this. Even though yes, I have after I think I got my nails done. Y'all know about the accident. Y'all know that my nails had broke. That was a whole nother nightmare. My nails had broke to the meat doing an accident and stuff like that. But before all that happened, um, I went through a phase of just not even really taking care of myself. I had to make sure my kids were taken care of. So it's weird because I used to always just doing my hair. I did my hair faithfully every week. I poured into myself. Um, my feet done, got my nails done, and all that stuff. And I don't, to be honest, I don't feel and believe that I went through a healthy healing of postpartum. Um, and there is it's something in me that feels like it hasn't fully healed. And I want to say it could be because maybe I feel like I never had the support, of their father to actually be there to say, hey, let me take the baby so you can go to sleep, or, let me go get the formula, so that, you ain't gotta, either leave work a little bit early or leave extra early after drop off the kids to go before work to go get, just little stuff like that. But what I can say is that God always provided for me. He has in ways that I didn't think that I didn't think I was gonna be able to pull through some of this stuff. Like these past I would say these past 7 years has been real ghetto. Or maybe it wasn't until 6 years. It's 6 years. 6 years. So my son, he's 6. So I think that I didn't really feel it. Maybe yeah, 6 years. It's been real raggedy. Like I was laughing now, but when I was going through that hot mess, y'all, I promise you, I didn't know what to do. I prayed, I cried. Well, I didn't really cry. I cried inside, but mentally, but physically, I did not. I could not cry. Something in me would not really let me cry. I don't know why. I think it was more so I was angry, upset with myself because I was just like, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. How did I get here? And then, you know, I have a daughter that looks up to me, and you know, and I have to make sure that she's okay. And then I have a son who looks up to me as well too, make sure he's okay. And then he has a disability, but it's not handicapping him, but just being real. Like even thinking about long-term care, like I'm going to have to be my son's long-term care provider. Like as how things are going right now, he may never ever be able to live on his own. God can always make adjustments and change and stuff like that, but just thinking about everything and just thinking about their safety. But even for my daughter, just making sure she feels supported because I want to make sure I put the focus on her as well too. But it's just like I'm in my last year of my 30s and I'm just like, oh my God, like this is it. You know what I mean? So I feel like where I'm at now in life, I have to really buckle down and enjoy the moment and focus on small goals and not so necessarily on like the big goals. There are things that I want in life, but I think that's another reason why I multiple times I bought stuff to make a vision board, but I could not really focus on what I wanted to put on my vision board because I have to incorporate the needs and necessities for my children as well too. I know that sounds weird and stupid because it was like, girl, that's the reason for a vision board, but I don't know, like, and then it's just like I feel like God has been really having me in this like pressure cooker, and it's like he has something in store for me, and I finally know what it is, where God wants to put me, but it's just getting the energy to burn the midnight oil to work on this and perfect it to where I can finally launch what it is he wants me to do. And it's just like, I'm a little exhausted. I'm a little tired. I gave myself a year to get this launched, and I got overwhelmed because it's so great. And I wish I can tell y'all what it is, but I will have to wait on that. And that's, like I said, it's another reason why it's been hard for me to put out content, because I have really just been sitting and waiting and just waiting on God to like move me. And I I feel like also another portion is like I kind of like lost myself a little bit. I'm not the same person I was um, when I first started my channel. I'm not the same person I was when I was pregnant. I'm not the same person I was before I got pregnant, before I became a mom. I'm not the same person I was, like yesterday. I'm just different, and I don't know how to explain it, and I don't know if this is making sense, but I am exactly where I'm supposed to be in life, even career wise. I have the opportunity to work on what it is God wants me to do. Because even I was thinking, when Hezekiah is able to go, when he goes to middle school, I'm going to have to be there to pick him up unless someone I know or trust can pick him up. And I don't have that much time. I don't have that much time, and it is kind of scary because I have to also be mindful of his aware and being aware, cognitive, and things of that nature. And I think I said before that I was operating out of fear, which is why I got him assessed at the age of 3. I got him diagnosed at the age of 3 because I was so scared. I was afraid, and that was one of the main reasons why I left. I wasn't comfortable in Texas, but then when I felt that my son needed some support before I even got him diagnosed, I just left. It was something in my spirit. I just could not figure it out. I prayed on it. I wasn't doing too well in Texas, and it was just nothing was just going right. Yeah, on the videos and stuff like that, I put on a persona. I was never fake. I was never fake with any of my content. But it was just something in me that was just like off. I had fun, did the cute challenges and met cool, great people, but when it all came down to it, I just was not okay with where I was at in life. And even still, like now, I'm just like I'm not really okay. But then it's just like when I sit here and just think about all the things I went through, all the things I was able to overcome, and then just to be where I'm at now, you know, I was able to navigate. I was able to move me and my family back to California. Um, I was able to get over having to find a place really fast. I was able to get over, I paid off my car. Um, You know, there was a fire in my place, you know what I mean? I was able to get over that. I was able to push through and still get us from point A to point B, C, D, all the way to Z every day. I was able to still do the things that I needed to do in order to work through my daily routines, and that was nobody but God. And even now, I still, I want to say I am sleeping a little bit better now, because I think last year I wasn't sleeping as much. I was just so worried. Um, but I was able to like get some rest and sleep really good. I still, you know, wake up every now and then, but I'm able to like really rest. Um, Sometimes it can be a little hard, especially like financially. It's just one income for three people in the state of California. But what I can say is that I am blessed. Um, and I always say that just as fast as it's given, it can be fastly taken away. That's why I try to be careful with how I treat people. I can't even talk. But that's where I'm at, y'all. That's my little mom talk, parent talk. And if you are new, thank you for coming and seeing me. If you're returning, thank you for coming back. If you haven't, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And turn on the notification button so you'll be notified every time I drop another video. The holiday season is coming up, which I mentioned before. I'm not too sure what all I'll be doing, but for right now, I'll just come in every so often, do talking videos, and then just little chit chats, and then you'll see memories of me and my children until I figure out what it is I'm gonna do. But thank you for everybody that's been rocking. Thank you to those that's been leaving me comments as well too. Comments. Thank you for those that's been just chiming in, saying, "Hey, I'm here." Thank you to those that have been DMing me as well too. I've been getting y'all DMs, and I'm sorry, I'm so horrible with Instagram. I used to be a social media type person, but the past 2 years, I'm not. I have not, and I apologize. But I try to respond to Instagrams as much as I can. But thank you for your Instagram messages. I'm trying to be committed to going in there as often as I can, and also responding to comments as well too. So thank you for that. And yeah, I will see you all soon. And I guess it's appropriate to say happy holidays because we already here. We almost done with 2024. So happy holidays, y'all. So I'll see y'all soon. All right, bye.